Right, okay. So we left off in an area of progression. We've got ourselves a yellow tree with 3 fruits, one of which is being used for this. And then we want to pile all these up, all these Tetris blocks up to go over there? Yeah, over there, I think. Let's just jaunt over to that direction. Yep. I'm gonna jaunt too far if I just fall, aren't I? Well, yeah, I mean, that's par for the course, so let's just go over here a little bit. So there's our door, there's our water wheel. Okay. Nope. Maybe on this side we can fall down smoothly. I'm trying to like land in the right spot without having to stop terribly early. There we go. Okay. And I imagine, yes, it's going to look a little interesting and confusing if you haven't seen it yet. Hey there, Hansa. But basic idea is that we can change where gravity is applying to. So, you know, you think of like a cube, like a D6 or something like that, and we can now make it so gravity is applying to this face, or this face, or this one. You can see the color of the dot on the center of the screen is associated with the side that's shifting to. The ground also kind of changes to that color a little bit. But generally, your room-to-room goal is to solve some puzzle to get you access to some door. That is your most standard trajectory there, I suppose. Okay, so we've got ourselves the L piece. We got an S piece and another L piece, I think. Figured out that it wanted to go one way or the other, but they're not currently there to make it easy to tell. How would I describe this in a single sentence? I mean, there's plenty of ways, but exploring infinity to kick gravity in the face. How about that? Trying to shift those giant Tetris blocks here. Alright, yeah, you cycle around there. While, like, you're doing that, we actually want to kind of stop that early so we can now move this one more freely, probably. So what we're currently trying to do, this is fairly late, this is very late game as far as the main path goes, I guess. There's a stream of water over there that we're trying to get over here. That is what we're trying to do. Hey, Crazy. So, I mean, does that need to be anywhere different? It probably does, just so the other piece can get where it needs to go, right? Hey, Rarismus, yeah, Antechamber is the easiest overall analog to this game. Certainly, they're very different games with their own personalities, but this has some Antechamber feel to it, certainly. How lost are we? I mean, we're not necessarily that lost, per se. Did that shift that block at all? Oops, something's shifting. Let's just go hang out with the Tetris blocks for a minute. Get nice and personal with them here. Okay, so this one's gonna shift only on up and down, right, that's a line, not a, well, it is, wait, no, yeah, okay, so that's a pure line. I was forgetting we had a fourth block, I think. We're trying to get them, oh, over here, right? Yeah, okay. Yes, we have a planned specific goal. We aren't that lost. Yep. Okay. Wait, why is this stopping here instead of flowing forward? That's not what's supposed to be happening. Maybe it only flows on these when they're actually in the right place or something? That's possible. Okay. Anyway, the basic idea is that we're going to be using this S block here to shift the water into that, but we need to get everything else in good positioning first to make all that happen. So this one's only gonna move... Okay, so this one needs to be first. That one needs to be over here. Because... Yeah. There's nowhere else it can be in the right spot. So let's focus on getting that done first. So we need to... Let's get to green to get this out of the way. Yep. Oh, is it stuck? Dang it! Alright, let's get you out of the way then. Other side. Yes, we're playing Tetris now. Alright, you're a bit out of the way. Let's, can we get you out of the way now? Do we need to still... I think so. I mean, this looks fairly open. I'm just trying to get it over here, right? No? Where are we taking it again? I mean, if it goes enough in one direction, it ends up approximately where we want, I suppose, but, oh yeah, there's our water wheel. Okay, so let's... Greetings, Finis Moody. We are in 3 dimensions, and it's not a torus usually, although it probably changes, section to section. Okay, so that's just gonna kind of keep flowing, right? So we want to actually just stop it at the right spot. That's the plan. which will be when it's just past me. So, slightly further than that. Yeah, that should be good, hopefully. Let's climb up the catwalk and take a look. I don't want to gravity up the catwalk because then I might shift it back out of place here. Yep. Okay. Oh, that was actually too far? I mean, we can move it back. Or no, is that fine? No, that's past. That's past. Okay. That's probably good enough. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Okay. Now... we need the other one to get over here. Is it gonna just stop? Yeah. That, This needs to line up. Oh, right, that's how we probably need to line up this one so we can line up this one so we can line up this one, technically. So, move you a little bit. And, if this is in place, then this will probably just stop in the right spot and be happy. But that's not in place, so it's not happy. Okay. Well, let's, just send you away for a little while. Wait. Oh, you got... It's getting stuck on the stupid, water, huh? Well, we can fix that. Oh, this is gonna move, yeah, the first one. Okay, come up here. Gonna remove this cube so the water doesn't go as far. So hopefully that means that's not getting stuck on the water anymore. Now you're getting stuck on that, although that's actually where you want to be. Yeah, that is actually where red wants to be. We could actually probably finagle this without quite lighting it up how it's assumedly supposed to be, but... Hey, Cod Badger. Alright, let's send this one a little more down this way, which it's not happy to do because it's still stuck on the other one. Check. Let's try the other way. Yep. Not that I particularly want to actually be falling next to it, do I? Let's do it from over here. Is that gonna work? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So that's gonna fly freely. And then it's just gonna keep going. Nope, it's gonna stop right there. Oh, that's where it's stopping on that one. Alright, alright. We need to get the first one in place. Fine. But I don't want to. You can do a lot of falling through infinity in this game. The parallel parking set. Alright. Get back over yonder-ish. Just away for right now. Just get away for right now. Alright, and then you... Oh, the other one's just cycling. All right, well, we'll get it back where it needs to go eventually. Where do we need this first one? Okay, so that's gonna be there. Zigzag's gonna be to here. So this needs to be further up, right? Can't actually get underneath this because it's all the way down right now. Is that true? Yeah. Okay, we can use something over here. This is actually a more contained infinity than most of the game, I would say. By the by. Oh, God, sorry. Just wanted to be on green. Also, all this, like, black nonsense is, not, like, terribly explained, but it's, gunk, I guess. It's contagion disease of some flavor and variety. And we've been kind of cleaning it up as we've been going, I guess you would say. Oh, is this stuck by the water now too? It is, isn't it? Oh, we need to... That's why this keeps getting completely stuck in place. I was like, why is this one never moving? Yeah, okay, it's stuck by the water. Let's see. I mean, I guess we could always just climb the stairs like a chump. Alright, we're climbing the stairs like a chump. Mostly because I want to keep the other blocks out of the way, and I don't want them to slide back down here. Wait, does this not even lead over to those stairs? Oh, bloody devil. Climb the wrong set of stairs. Like a double jump. Hey, Abaz. This will learn me to not use the powers of gravity that I... Oh, no, 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 no! I'm trying to go too fast and it's slowing me down. Somewhere there's a metaphor for life in there. Okay. Let's just block off the water for a little while. And... yeah, Finis Moody, I would say, like, the way this handles, like, infinity and stuff is different than any other game I've seen. Hey there, Grand Leaves. And yes, there's both infinity and non-Euclidean shenanigans happening here. Alright. Oh, should we put it... Do we want it to stop there? That's probably a thing, isn't it? Okay, okay. Let's do that then. Let's do that then. Give me some more delicious fruit here. Use that to stop it then. If I could very easily get to a, I don't know, a more normal place, as it were. As far... Oh, this is, It's gonna fall back down as soon as I try to change the water and stuff, though. It's potentially it. Well, it's a problem for my plans. Can, how about the, S? Can that, like, catch it in place or something weird? That is not underneath it. I have, Hansa. Yeah, I liked Antechamber a lot. Real lot. As opposed to a fake a lot, I guess. I just want to emphasize it because there aren't very many games I like as much as Antechamber. Wait, is that actually just lined up? And no, I mean my spatial processing still ain't exactly hot stuff, crazy. That might be close enough to work if it wasn't, basically. Because when we switch back to yellow, that's gonna fall down, and there's nothing stopping that from happening. Interesting. A scale of 0 to Undertale. How much do I like Antechamber? I mean, that is actually demonstrated on my ratings list, really. Nah, it's a little more complicated than that, but you could say a 9.5 out of Undertale. Though that's not really accurate because, like, Undertale's kind of an 11, not a 10, but, you know. How's that just gonna catch on the other side? That's worse rather than better. Whee! Dunk. See you later, block that we wanted stuck up here. Okay, well, that just goes there. That was not enough to get the other pieces lined up right. Like that one's just gonna keep cycling because it's got nothing to catch on to now. So how are we supposed to do this in a way that logically gets that where it's supposed to be? Because it seems like I might be able to just awkwardly finagle it until the pieces were lined up and make it work. I mean, this game just came out about, what, a week and a half ago. So How likely is it someone's posted a run of it at this point? Definitely possible. Like, it's not super long. And it certainly has speed tech to it. I kind of want to add a word to that statement, Zapper. Add the word yet. Right? It's like, it's plenty of time for this to develop some utter nonsense speed tech. Plenty of capabilities with various braking in the level lines and things like that. That's not actually gonna work though, right? There's no other way this is going to use that to line up well, though. So that's interesting. Because they can only move on 2 axes. Exactly, Zapper, yeah. We're trying to get water over there, kind of the center of my screen there, from, where is it in relation to us now? It's hard to, yeah, it's like up here. You need to get the water from up there to over there by running it across these Tetris blocks here. Okay, so want just a nudge that way, basically, although we can always readjust if it misses, yeah. Okay. I don't think that works, though. And since that doesn't work, how are we supposed to get it to work, I suppose, is a question on my mind, but one thing at a time. Although that does actually still fall down. Okay. Thought that was stuck. Oh, wait, we shifted the other one by accident, that's why. Oh, consarn it. Okay. You get out of the way. And then we go to orange again. Other way, but it'll cycle infinitely and slow down right there, so that's good. So yeah. Oh, you didn't get caught! I thought I was gonna get caught. Also, I'm shifting to the wrong side to toggle it off, so that's good. Not quite, but close. Like, I don't think this is how it's supposed to be done, but also I don't think it'll actually work because this is in the way, but I don't know how this is not in the way. Yeah, the water's on yellow here. But basic idea, we could use these cubes to change the direction of the water. So the idea is to have the water flow over here, and we tilt it that way, then we tilt it that way, and it goes where it needs to go. but the pieces don't quite line up and they only move in one axis, so what the heck, basically. In short, what the heck. Well, we could tilt it one more time than I was giving credit for. Does that do anything for us? Oh, maybe. So that'd be 1, 2, that would require 4 though. Like we can do like so. There was only 3, right? The assumedly intended route of this puzzle needed 3, so that would make sense. If we just go over as far as we can and still have it not falling off there. Oh yeah, it still doesn't make it because it would need to be at least that far. Like I said, this is not going to be the intended, but I thought I would try it anyway. So how do we get this to line up in a meaningful way? Because, like, these pieces do what they're supposed to do. I guess I should make sure this is... Well, yeah. I mean, it's smashed into this. It's where it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be, like, probably lined up perfectly with this, assumedly. But this would be close enough to work. But this... can never line up with this quite right. Ever. And that's the weird thing. We've got 3 pieces we're working with. It's technically an L here, although its L-ness doesn't do much, which is also a little disconcerting. And that's a line, this is an S, and this is a L. Like, oh yeah, let me take a gander at what exactly this is getting caught on the other side. Like, moves barely at all before getting caught, yeah. Yeah, it's getting cut on this little lip here. Is that just barely, or like a real amount? A real-ish amount. Oh yeah, we can get it stuck on the water in various places too, I suppose. But it still doesn't mean the yellow-green L piece is going to line up in a good way. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be really fiddly. So I assume something is wrong, but the options are limited enough that I don't really see what that could be. Because, like, this piece can only move on yellow and green. It can't move side to side at all. Things can potentially use the water streams to stop at different spots, but don't know what that really helps with in practice. We can't get this high enough or low enough, and it doesn't line up with the piece it needs to line up with. We can move it a little more that way. It's still way off of that, though. Like, it's a full... Huh. Could we get water on this and then freeze it and then have that water that's already on it? But then it wouldn't be a continuous flow. So even if it activated the water wheel, it would immediately stop the water wheel right afterwards. Yeah, the L piece is too high right now because the water won't be able to flow past it. Needs to be like this, well, seemingly needs to be at the level of this platform, kind of in the middle of it right there. But if this is in the right place, even if it's tilted reasonably to one side or to the other, this can't be any lower. Or it can be low enough that it then blocks this from getting into place at all because it can't go low enough. How else can I finagle this? Let's move you just out of the way for right now. So this is as low as it can go. Oh, that's gonna get stopped by the water, isn't it? It's even more in the wrong place, but even if it goes all the way, it's still not close enough there. If we go up and fix our water situation. Huh. Yeah, Zapper. So each, like this, the line piece travels on blue and red only. S piece travels on orange and purple only, and this one travels on green and yellow only. So the options to manipulate them are fairly limited, like I've been saying. Trying to think of what else I could be missing here. I guess we know where those cubes are. We don't need to be like, oh, we need to go recover those cubes or anything. But hey there, citizen stranger. Antechamber is certainly the closest analog to this. And I'm still a little confused by the fact this is an L piece. Like, that doesn't have to matter. They could just be doing that to match your Tetronimo Tetris aesthetic there, but so far I think that hasn't mattered at all. The fact it's got the extra little bit at the bottom there. And here I thought we had this figured out when we ended on this, the last time we streamed this. Yeah, so we can reactivate that, which I think we might have to, and we have a cube to do so, that brings the water over to the middle of this, where I think it's falling, yeah, it was falling before that before, so it needs to go over enough there. But it's still not close enough for that to help. Like, yeah, we can't position this this L piece anywhere this actually makes this help. Is my premise on the ending somehow flawed? I mean, the options are very limited, so what if my, like, whole kind of premise here is flawed? No, there's no way to get the water to go back up once it gets too far down, though, right? Hmm. Because, like, I'm just pondering, like, transferring the water onto the line piece, like, somewhere over here. But how would that help anything? So yeah, I mean, if the water is down this low, obviously that's a watery death sentence. But that's true, like, here, too. Like, we could potentially have the water, like, flowing here, but there's no way to get it back up there to the water wheel, then. And of course, these two are the same height, so to speak, so they're all set to line up like we think they're supposed to. Oop. I thought that was going to be close enough to let me flip it. So we can have that stop there. Okay, so that makes it line up upside down, which is interesting. Yeah? Oh, can we make the water flow the other direction? No? Because there's no infinity down here. There's an actual floor down here. If there was no floor, we could have the water fall past all the way and... No, it still wouldn't flip around, though. No circumstance would it turn upside down. Oh, is that actually not lined up and we just happened to be at a perspective that made it look like it was lined up? Yes, it's not actually lined up, is it? That ultimately makes me feel better, but I'll double check that. But yeah. Okay. It's like, you know, close-ish, but it's not actually lined up, which is ultimately reassuring. When one assumes that it's designed that it'll all line up when the pieces are actually where they're supposed to be. But as we can see, it gets stopped here. I'm pretty much just at a loss of what else we can even try here. I mean, we could always go wandering back and see if we could find any other secret stuff, which there appears to be tons of, but it's very hard to find. So it'd be lots of blind goose chasing. The water wheel isn't super far away. It's basically like right at the, you can kind of see a bit of it right in the middle of my screen here. So the perspective's hard to see, but it's at the end of... Oh no, that actually shifted a little bit, but it's about the middle of the red-blue line piece here. Closer to the blue side. Okay, try the solution. Well... kind of thought I had. Alright, is there anything else weird we can do with the flow of water? Like if we send it backwards over here. Everywhere there's still ground. Like the ground loops, like we could have it go at ground and come back all the way around, but it's still then at ground level. Oh, the other direction. I see, Zapper. It's not that far, but it's way farther than the length of the Tetris pieces. Like, yeah. So we've got to fall through all of that, and I was right. We've just passed it. Okay. It's especially hard to keep track with all the black gunk in there, but it's right there. So to go from here to here. It's not something bizarre like water for some reason climbs up steps or anything, right? Pretty sure we've even seen that demonstrably not to be the case, but we will grasp at straws when we don't have a drink. Alright. Nobody is surprised the water just stops like it's supposed to. Yeah, it basically just feels like the yellow-green piece isn't going up as far as it's supposed to or something. It's confusing. Hey, Catholic one. It's like, to be clear, we could have the green yellow piece go a little bit higher, but it still wasn't high enough. Yeah? Or actually it was too high, right? Like, that's high enough to get the other piece underneath it, but now the water can't flow. I mean, I guess I'm idly curious. Let's see. I want this to flow towards pink. Purple. Oh, well, I missed. That's fine. Yeah, it's gonna stop right there. Okay. Yeah, alright, fine. Easiest way to get back to where I want to be, that's a few feet away, is to fly all the way over here. Okay. Okay. Hey there, Glacier Wolf. Like, I'm idly curious if we have the platform, like, stuck into it, but that still doesn't actually help us solve it no matter what that does, I think. Yeah, Glacier. Yep. This is the third time streaming it. Done some Tamitsi, we beat Concrete Jungle, we beat Hell's Other Demons. And we played... Oh yeah, some more West of Loathing. So, Like, there's this currently happening. So I guess I'm idly curious if, so you see this little gap, little tiny gap here. If we, hi there, other piece. Nudging yourself in a non-useful place. Alright, it doesn't move. Oh man, it does get stuck. If it's stuck, it is stopped. It doesn't mean anything helpful, but it's a tool in our tool set. What was that? Oh, I think it gets confused or something. I'm getting pumped. I think it's still, it's like, what's, where are we on right now? We're on, green. Yeah, it's trying to move down. So it's, bouncing me up or something. Further indication not intended, but no one's surprised about this. Just an interesting, fun little side effect. That's probably not good enough to be speed tech in a game where you can kind of set gravity how you want and fly across infinity, but interesting all the same. So what if this could go down further? I mean, it's missing by a decent amount. Like, it's not just a tiny little piece that makes it look like it's an accident, like it's a clipping accident. It's the full lip worth there. Might even have something to do with the fact we've got the water flowing into nothing there, too. That's making it bounce, I'm not sure. Also, that's making some weird clicks in the audio now, too, from that. Alright, let's stop that nonsense real quick. Yeah, I just don't see any way to maneuver this L piece to be anywhere that's not in the way. It could only go from here to here. It's... Bring this back down, I guess, real quick. Whee! Radiant Ice. Yes, this game certainly proves that the world is a six-dimensional time cube. Since that's nice and snug, let's make sure that doesn't line up with the water at the end or something. And like I don't even think it'll line up there ever, but theoretically if it does, yeah, the water would drop here. Okay. As expected. That is not good enough. Yeah, exactly, Zapper. Like, the L piece is just not positioned such that it is ever going to properly line up with anything. And there's no way to change that. Because they're the same size blocks, but you can see it's like it's half a block over. I think I have Radiant, yeah. Yeah, that's right, they like got like a disciple and everything like that, basically. Yeah, I mean, the only thing remaining that I see is that we could probably get like a tiny burst of water where it's supposed to go, but then it would stop flowing into it from there. And I'm pretty sure that's both unintended and it wouldn't work. Hey, Totemel. I mean, I can, but not in any useful fashion, crazy. Hey there, Corian. Thank you for the host. Greeks Nick. This is a fairly late game, so it's more likely to be confusing than an early game, although hopping in, it will still look confusing early game too, I suppose, realistically. Do I just, like, leave and, meander around elsewhere for a bit? Going to be on the other side. Okay. Yep. Let's wander back over here. Is this not the way gravity was set up for this one? Maybe the other side, yeah. What direction did we have to have our entrance door open? $13th doll, huh? Seventh guest was... I never really played that, but that was, in the vein of, like, Maniac Mansion or whatever. Right? Um, oh, more like a mist, huh? I mean, isn't this the way out? Is it, not going to let me go back? Everywhere else in the game has let me go back previously. I can see the tree. Which appears to be, yeah, the tree looks purple, and we're on purple, and that is the level the water wheel's on, so this should be the spot that opens that door. That's Tim Curry. Ha. So, pardon? Are things broken in some fashion? Yeah, there's nothing else here. ¿Por qué? No. That's still awkwardly embedded in the thing, and the game doesn't like it. Okay. Duly noted. Wee! Gears should be turning. We can't even go back and wander other places. Is something... Huh. There's no, like, restart curtain zone. I mean, we could restart the game otherwise. As far as I know, this is not supposed to be the case, and this door should be open right now. Let's restart the game. See if that makes any difference. Hey, Leovold. Thank you for the Twitch being weirdly inconsistent streak of support. Yeah, there are some oddities there. It's also been like really wonky with like the follower or like current viewing counts and stuff lately. That's been super busted too. Well, and yeah, the tree goes dark. Yeah, and that's just the spot the water... This needs to be the spot where water goes through and opens the door. So that line got broken somehow. We will release you from your prison. Not that it matters. If anyone watching happens to have played the game, does anything look broken and not correct? Because we should be able to backtrack, and this kind of just seems like it's positioned wrong, but what else could we potentially do with it if it is positioned correctly? I mean, it's positioned correctly as far as this goes, so that helps imply that it's where it's supposed to be. But that's right, default. I wonder if that technically... I don't think so. For lots of reasons, but we'll take a look at the nonsense anyway. Okay. Yo. That is far up as it could go. No, I was wondering if it would technically land on that. And we can't have that any further over. No. Okay. I don't think that would still end up helping me, because we would need one more cube to make that work. And we'd have to reposition these, but we could. But if that landed here, we could probably have made it work. Well, does anyone have any ideas of anything else we could try? Oh, that's not actually what I wanted to do, was it? Hi. Oh, that actually stops on that even though the water doesn't flow to it? Funny. Okay. We couldn't defeat. That is a strategy. Alright, let's do away with your shenanigans. Wait, what? There's no water down there. What are you stuck on? Just send you a little bit away. What? Oh, I left that cube there. So that's an interesting thought too that hadn't occurred to me and should have, but I still don't think it changes anything, because even if we could position everything exactly where we wanted it to, it didn't seem to work. But yeah, that is an interesting additional thought, is that we can use cubes to hold things in place. But I don't know how that helps us still. I guess I could have just picked it back up off of the, that probably makes the most sense, huh? Yeah, but I meant hold it in place to, like, position them is mostly what I was thinking, Zapper. But yeah, it doesn't matter regardless, though, because it can never be in the right spot. Even if we, like I said, if we put them exactly where we want to, it still isn't good enough. Oh, dang it! Yeah. Let's just... Wait, that's red. That's not what I want. Oh, I can get green here, though. Nope. Did it too early. It's actually a pretty small window to do what I'm doing. What I was trying to do with awkward speed. It's a surprisingly small window. Not that it needs to be done that way, obviously. If I use this piece to position it, then it'll... go wrong. Yeah, you need to get out of the way too now. Get out of here. Oh, right, we rebooted, so it stopped. I wasn't running anymore. I'm like, why is it moving so slow? Oh, no, 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 no. Wasn't quite what I wanted. Alright. Oh, did I not actually get that underneath? I thought that was underneath. What? No, although, like, I feel especially bad because I'm just trying to position it back to its non-working but closest to correct spot. And I'm failing at doing that. Consarn it. Just want you to go back over here. Okay. Right, we need this all the way over here. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, it's way past the midpoint. That's lined up. It was not. Okay. So we could have it like that, where it's, you know, way too high, but we could have everything else lined up. Which we don't right now, but we could. We could do it if we wanted to. Yeah, there's a variety of utter nonsense ways that might be able to get, like, just a little hint of water into the water wheel, right? Like, I'm picturing another one where we've got, like, a stream of water on the line block that we're just, like, keep shifting yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, and just, like, until it, like, lands on the other side and then, finally drops some of the water, off there or something. But that probably wouldn't work, and even if it did, it's certainly not intended. It is kind of interesting, I suppose. Oh, these don't even line up, so we'd have to build it off of that, which we can't really do either. Okay. Hey there, Phil. We're on a puzzle that is either really hard or broken, and I'm not sure which. The most basic mechanic, Filth, is that we can change where gravity is applying to. So right now gravity is applying to the yellow side. I can shift it so now gravity is applying to the blue side. Or any side, like over here is red. And combined with that, this game also has a lot of infinity going on. So we can just, you know, casually fall through infinity like so. And end up back where we were. What we're trying to do is line up these Tetris blocks so that we can get water over to kind of the center of my screen here to that water wheel over there to open a door to proceed. But several things are making that seem, well, mostly this block right here, this yellow green block does not appear to be able to move where it needs to go. Okay, that sounds absolutely more jank than that, Zephyr. I'm a little curious if it would work. But I know the water wheel doors take like some amount of time to open, so like just a tiny burst of water would probably not be sufficient. We just need a bucket. Like, I don't see anything else I can do. Now I almost want to look back at the VOD that we ended in this room before to see if it looked like these Tetris pieces, like this one especially, started at a different spot or anything weird like that. Nothing making sense here at all. Yeah, exactly. The old piece is in the way, or alternatively, it's in the way. We have both options. Greetings, Huggable Boat. Thank you for the raid and welcome. We're currently completely stuck and not sure if this puzzle is just very hard or if something is broken. Move you back out of the way. Well, we'll put the last two pieces back where they're supposed to go, for whatever that's worth. Boop. Close enough. So, theoretically, we need to get this water. Basically, we just need to chop off a piece of this this L block. But if it could be where it seems like it's supposed to go, then we'd be able to get water over there, down here, over there. Basically, it feels like... Let's see. Well, that should be slightly further this way, but... Feels like this should be, like, here instead. Like, it's half a block over, although at the top it looks lined up still, so that's the biggest reason it doesn't seem like it's definitely broken. Because it does actually line up at the top. But there's no way for it to line up at the bottom here. I'm just idly trying to get into the exact spot. Like, I assume it's supposed to line up perfectly, actually. That's the assumption, that you aren't supposed to do any little, like, weird finaglings, and it's supposed to just look good and work correctly, because that's both kind of par for the course normally and how things have gone in this game for the most part. Well, the other smoke wall is A, on by default, so you don't necessarily know that this is a water puzzle, but B, probably both related to that, and more importantly, is that if you're not blocking the flow of the water, then the water itself can block the movement of the Tetris pieces. So that's what the other piece is for, I would say. But yeah, like you can see it lines up that way. Like it's got just the tiny little gap there like it's supposed to or whatever, so it could snug in. Wait, am I going the wrong way? That's not the way to yellow. Wait, yes it is. Wait, I'm just confusing myself now. Okay. Because I saw all of that stuff and forgot that this was too high. Okay, that's why I couldn't see any of this stuff. But yeah, so you see there's like a little bit of a gap here, so that this fog wall or bridge or whatever needs to be built out so the water can get far enough to go on top of this, in theory. And then the other one here is just to prevent the water from going out when you don't want it to go out. So there is clear intended use for both if this could be in a place that made any sense. Which it seemingly cannot be. You could, although it would still be just going somewhere. And unless you did it specifically, it would potentially block up the cubes. So I think it makes sense, like, elegantly enough that it just starts this way, so the water isn't going anywhere weird. But yet, this is half a block off. Yeah, it's not just a little off, it's like half a block, and it does still line up top. So, but what else could we do? Like I said, it lines up in the middle right here like you would expect it to. So it lines up here, but it doesn't line up with the other blocks. Yeah, the LPs can only go up and down on yellow and green here. Up and down are, of course, relative, but considering we've got the flow of water to worry about, we do have an anchoring point, so calling that up and down does, in fact, make sense. Interestingly, even if this... if this could go up here, say, like it was shifted over in some fashion, then this tailpiece would actually have a function which would be to prevent it from going all the way up there. But right now it's actually catching right here. But would that even help if it was there? Like, so if we make an assumption and say, oh, it's broken, it's supposed to be over there. I don't actually see that helping either. Well, do we try some fairly high-level nonsense? It's really hard to position to even attempt the nonsense of getting, like, a drink of water down there rather than a stream of water, yeah? I know, right, Zephyr? We don't have too much left before I think it just makes the most sense to give up for now and check. I suppose if someone wanted to sleuth, they could look at the VODs of someone who streamed it. Like I know Tamorag played through it recently. And find this puzzle and see what they did and see if it's possible to do in our game state. Like, I wouldn't necessarily think something was broken other than the fact that we can't even go back out to the previous puzzle anymore. So something is broken. We're not sure it's affecting this puzzle, but it does feel weird this doesn't seem to line up, but if it lined up down here, it wouldn't line up here, so that's not necessarily wrong. Does that, like, barely reach? Wait, does this just reach and work? And I was so obsessed with it lining up that, I think that's off a little bit, though. We'll try it, though. We'll try it. It's possible I only convinced myself this was going to be off. So let's, make sure it actually is going to be off before we, decide that, yeah? Oh, our other piece is somewhere Nonsense Town. Yeah, let's make sure we have both of them in not Nonsense Town. So it really didn't look like this would go over enough to, work, but let's make sure that's... Oh, what? Well, it doesn't even get onto this... There's no gap here! What are you doing? Alright, well, out of curiosity, would it work? We would be pretty close. I feel like it would stop here rather than hitting the wheel, but we might be able to go just enough to finagle it. Except that it's still going through the cracks between them for some reason, and instead is down here. How rude is that? There's no, like, adjustment to be made for that. Like, haha, move it down where it already is. Wait, it doesn't look like it's flowing here. Oh, okay. That's because it's, like, so inside of it that it's inside of it, right? Can't even see it properly. Rude. Are we gonna send that away for a minute? Yep. Oh, the cubes are now down here. I was like, wait, what was that noise? Yeah, that would happen. Here, just... Oh, that's moving now because the other one's out of place. Whatever. It didn't... It doubly didn't work anyway, so... I guess I'm gonna take a break from this nonsense that seems kinda weird and broken. Feel free to investigate Zapper in the meantime, and yeah, we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Thanks for hanging out during this lack of progression, and we'll see you back here in a couple minutes, folks. Alrighty, we are back. Let's, I guess, take a look at more eggs. Yeah. It's technically rebroadcasting his stuff without his permission, I suppose, but there's his stream if you want to give him a follow, but we're gonna check out what happened on his side of things, I suppose. So yeah, his pieces are in the same place. His water just flows over the blocks like it's supposed to, though. He is not using the run button. Yeah, so I guess I'll try again. Also, that still feels really wonky because it doesn't line up, but like it doesn't work from there, does it? Because mine really did not look like it would have worked from there. Okay, I was gonna say, if that works, we're not lining up properly. Okay, I can make him run. I've got the technology. But yeah, so I mean, same. Okay, so we'll try it again and see if the water behaves properly. I guess I don't know. And there really wasn't much in the way of music in this area, so I'll leave that on while we're finagling this, I suppose. Hey there, Red. Fortunately, everything got shifted out of the way while we were trying to fix it, but... So... Which way does it need to catch? This way? I think so. Hey, you get... Nope. Concert. Should have aimed that a little better so I could have switched where I actually wanted to switch. We can get over there though. Okay. This is faster than using the stairs, so... Okay. Do this. Do this. Gotta do this. I'm fairly confident there is no correct solution that requires timing relevantly for that sort of thing. But we've looked at plenty of options that would require timing, and those don't work either, because nothing could be positioned where you want it to be positioned. Alright, well, that at least confirms a working solution is broken and will not currently work for us. There isn't a green-blue block. We have a yellow-purple, or excuse me, we have an orange-purple, we have a green-yellow, and a red-blue. So the orange, purple. The orange does look very yellow. I can't move it over left more, Chthonic. It's caught on this block, and if we move this block up, it is either still caught on this block, or this block is blocking off the water. Like, this is us trying to move that down more, but it's already caught on that there. Wait. Okay, the water's just invisible here, but it is still here. But the water is not here. Okay. But yeah, this is... Oh, there it is. But yeah, if this can go up more, but not enough more. For a couple of reasons. One is just that it can't... go up that high. Even if it's all the way up here blocked by this platform, then it isn't high enough for the yellow-purple to slide underneath it. If it's up any higher, then the water stops here because it runs into a wall. So we've already tried all sorts of shenanigans in that vicinity in the last 2 hours here. Look down again. There is water flowing here, it's just invisible. It's still going through the gap, the tiny gap between them, though. So the visual of the water is screwed up a bit now, too, but... Hey, California. Okay, fair enough. Is this the actual intended solution to this then? Because it seems weird that you end up running the water like right along here, but that works. It just feels a lot more janky than the other puzzles have been. But fair enough. We do have full confirmation. Well, I mean, we already knew this was at least we already knew this was a bug, but it has been acknowledged and a fix is coming.